Hi, besties. Good afternoon from California. If you're new here, please, by all means, my people, go ahead and introduce yourselves. I'd like to know you and meet you. What part of the world are you tuning in from? And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do for your girl. If you're new here, please introduce yourselves. Please don't forget to like today's video and do well to share. I have a giveaway. Yes, before I go. Before I go further, I have a giveaway. So all you need to do is watch my last video, watch it all the way till the end. I explain how you can win my giveaway. So yes, let's go get it. I'll be selecting winners randomly. So make sure that you take advantage of it. So yes, I'd like to know you. What part of the world are you tuning in from? My comment section is open. Where are you watching from? So while you're introducing yourselves, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Miriam. I'm based here in California. I'm a wife, a mom, a student, an entrepreneur. I'm also a fashion designer. And of course, I'm a YouTube coach. I help small to medium sized businesses start a profitable YouTube channel and begin to monetize it from day one. And I host a free YouTube event, free YouTube training once every month. And it happens on the last Tuesday of every one and the next of every month, the last Tuesday of every month, and the next one is happening this Tuesday. So if you would like to join, if you'd like to register, go ahead and yes, last minute, go ahead and register. I've put the link in the chat. So go ahead and take advantage of it. If you want to start your YouTube channel, you want to grow your YouTube channel, or you want to know how to make money on YouTube, go ahead and join the link. And if you also like this interface, you want to create live streams like this, go ahead and use my link to also use StreamYard. It's called StreamYard, and that is the link for you to join. I use the paid version, yes, so that I can have all of these features. Awesome. Thank you for joining. Diana, Joyce, Tathos. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. And I'd like to also learn from you guys as well. So yes, guess what, guys? I now have a Telegram community. Please go ahead and join my Telegram community. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well before we get right into today's business. Yes. Hi, Diana. I see you. Thank you. You are amazing. Thank you for all that you do. Yes. And guess what, guys? If you want to also join my Patreon membership, yes, I have a Patreon membership where you can join and book a one-on-one consultation with me. Yes, so I'm going to put the link in the chat as well. So yes, don't miss out on any of these amazing opportunities that I have for you guys. Go ahead and join my Patreon community. I share a lot of grants. I don't even make it to my YouTube channel on my Patreon community. Yes, so and I have a YouTube monetization masterclass replay. Yes, for those of you that want to start a channel but you don't want to do the one-on-one coaching, you can use my link. You can purchase my masterclass with the link in the chat right away. Let me know if that works, and if it doesn't, just send me an email, shoot me an email, and we will take it from there. And if you're interested in getting my one-on-one YouTube coaching, yes, I'm going to share the link in the chat as well. Do well to also follow me on all my social media platforms. Chassis everything on Instagram, Chassis everything on TikTok. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into today's business. Can somebody remind me of what the thumbnail is telling us? What's the thumbnail saying? Are you really growing? Today we're going to uncover those things that we need to do, those things we need to tick. Yes, you need to tick and ask yourself these burning questions. Are you really growing? Yes. So let's go ahead. I also want to learn from you guys. So yes, share with me in the comment section your thoughts, your experiences, and what have you. Like I said, I always love to have an interactive session here on my own channel whenever I do my live stream. So yes, the first thing I will talk about is your personal development. Are you really growing? Do you have goals? Do you plan? Are you self-motivated? Are you the same person last year or have you grown? Growth doesn't necessarily mean growing in stature, in just your height and your getting taller and stuff like that. That's not all we're talking about. Hi Sarah, thank you for joining. That's not all we're talking about. We're talking about knowing that you're growing. Now before you don't set plans, now you plan, you plan everything regarding yourself, your business, your career. You plan everything. Are you self-motivated? Are you someone that needs to be pushed before you do so anything at all? A lot of people are just, they're lukewarm. They don't have goals. Some don't even set any. They don't know what it means to set goals for themselves, so they are not even motivated. Some people are only motivated when they see other people, and when they stop seeing those people, it burns. It's like you put out the fire in them. So are you like that? Are you one of those people? Are you someone that goes, you write down your goals, you know exactly what you want, and you go after it? Something happened yesterday. I usually take my kids out for shopping every weekend. When we go to the library, and then from the library we go shopping. And then yesterday, I was asking my son, "What do you want?" He was outlining everything he wanted. He knew what he wanted. Okay, let's go to that aisle, this aisle, that aisle, and he kept reminding me, okay, we still have 3 more items remaining. Okay, we've gotten the last 2. We need 1 more item remaining. So you need to know exactly what you want and go after it. Yes. Now, let's talk about learning. Are you learning every day? Are you the same person that you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, or are you learning? Don't forget, the day you stop learning is the day you begin to die. It's not necessarily the day that you get, buried. No, no. The day you stop learning is the day. Yes, so Sarah, I'm telling you, you knew what he wanted and he stood on business. Yes, for real. The day you stop learning, like I said, is the day you begin to die. Are you developing yourself? Are you growing? Now, are you also identifying areas where you're found wanting? And are you working towards improving in them? Some of us, myself included, some of us have something we call paralysis by analysis, which is probably most of the time is caused by information overload. When you have so much to do that you end up doing nothing at all. You have so many goals, you have so many things you want to do, just so many. I mean, when you go into your notes, like for me, I use my notes all the time, all of the time. It helps me to also stay on track. So like I said, I'm someone that writes my goals out. Yeah. So are you someone that has a lot of goals that you've written out and you have not been able to accomplish just one of them? Are you one of those people? Don't worry, I got you. I've got you. You know what to do? What you need to do right now is to focus on one of your goals and attack it. I mean, go after that goal and pursue it. Yes. Once you're done hitting that milestone, then you can move on to the next one. Because honestly, a lot of times when you have, yes, you see, when you have too many video ideas, pause, stop, breathe, take a deep breath. Now, choose one and do it. Do it. Stand on business. I'm telling you, do one. Just choose the first one. You can, put them in order of priority for yourself, depending on what you want, what your goals are, and go after it. Last week, one of my team members, I gave him some projects to do. And honestly, in 24 hours, he did nothing. He was like, I didn't know how to do this and that and da 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 da. I said, oh my goodness, I'm sorry I didn't tell you how to go about it. Okay, you know what to do. Stop everything you're doing now. Focus on one and do it. When you're done, then you can look at the next one. And then you can look at the next. When you're done with the second one, then you can look at the third one. Don't look at the third one when you're not done with the second one. You're gonna get confused. You're gonna get confused. Not many people are good at multitasking. Not many people are good, yes, when it comes to multitasking. So you need to also understand your strengths and your weaknesses too. Yes, of course, he was confused. He was like, I don't know what to start. I don't know. I ended up doing nothing. I was doing this research at the same time. I was doing this research. I said, no, don't do that. Do the first one. Sometimes I have to come in. I don't like to micromanage people because I expect that people will use their initiatives. But if he needs help, I mean, in that regards, I'm happy and ready to come in because, of course, Rome was not built in a day. I didn't get to this point so in a day. Someone also helps me. Someone also grooms me. And there's something called soft skills. Yes, there's something called soft skills. You need to hone in on your soft skills. If you don't know what it is, go and do your research on it. Yes, these are skills that are not even taught in school, that you need to have. Yes, if you really want to grow and you need to harness, harness your potential. So go ahead and find out what your soft skills. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Soft skills. Every adult should have soft skills. Everybody really should have soft skills. Yes, we all have soft skills that we can actually work on and become better every single day. Yes, so guys, don't sleep on it. Oh, I'm telling you, and yes, now, I also want you guys to use this technique called visualization techniques. Yes, visualization. So it has worked for me. It is working for me, and I know for a fact that it will definitely work for you. So what you need to do is visualize yourself taking the necessary steps to achieve your goal. And this will take me back to my secondary school. Yes, I went to a secondary school in Abeokuta. I did 1 year in a boarding house in a secondary school, and this was something that kept me going. It was a very trying time for me. I was 10. Was about 10. I was in JSS1, and it was just, I don't know, I was alone, right? I didn't understand how I was going to navigate my life there. So one thing was for sure, when we're done with our classes, and then we go to the dining hall for lunch, and then we go back to for a siesta. I think it's about 10 minutes or 15 minutes of siesta. Right after the siesta, I think we have about maybe 10 minutes to, tidy up our clothes and wash our clothes for the next day. I remember those days, and I don't know, it feels like yesterday for me, but somehow I kind of like, you know, um, I appreciate, not appreciated. I still appreciate those moments. So right after, preparing for the next day, we have to go out for prep. They just ring the bell and say, time for prep, which means you have to go to class to read on your own. There's no lecturer, there's no teacher, it's just like after classes, but you are responsible for, what you are going to learn in class. So whenever I go for prep, every single day, this was something that kept me going. And I didn't even know that it was called the visualization technique. So I would go to class every day. I remember where I used to read, there's a tree right in front of that class, not far from my hostel. I used to live in, well, I was in Fagbemi Hostel. I went to Baptist Girls College, by the way, Idiaba at Abeokuta, JSS1. So I would go to, for prep, I'll go to a class, and then I would, read for maybe about an hour, and then I'll step out to maybe take a break. So I'll be in front of this tree, and I will start thinking to myself, it's hard. I know. I wasn't enjoying part one, just as one. I wasn't enjoying it at all. We had to take a lot of classes, maybe like 15 or 17 classes or something. It was ridiculous, So I would come out to breathe, like to take a deep breath, and then I tell myself, hey, don't worry, you know what? By the time you're done with JSS1 and you pass your exams, you'll be in JSS2. Before you know it, you'll be in JSS3. When you read your books and you are diligent, I'll tell myself, oh, I'm telling you. No, 17. No, I was 10. I was 10. Yeah, 10 years old. So I would, tell myself, when you read your books, you get to JSS3. When you read your books and you really pass your exams, you be in SS1. When you read your books and same, I do it every day. It was like a ritual for me. And I'll tell myself, if you read your books, don't worry, you pass from SS, you go from SS1 and go to SS2. You know what? If you read and you pass your exams, you go from SS2 and go to SS3. I use technique. And honestly, when I remember that I'll be in SS3 one day, I just told, like, I tell myself that every day to just keep myself going, to push myself. So I tell myself every day, and guess what? I go back to class to read. That fills me up for the day. Once I'm able to visualize myself there, where I want to get to, where I'm going, I just step out of the class, and then, out under the tree, I leave the tree, and then I go back to the class, and I start to read. That was something that pushed me. That was something that really, really motivated me. Sarah, what do you mean by 17? What do you mean by 17? Let me know in the comments. So that was something I used, the visualization techniques, and it really, really helped me. Now, the next one here on my list is to avoid negative thoughts. Avoid negative thoughts. It is very essential to keep a positive attitude. A lot of people whine and drown. Yeah, 17. I'm telling you, it was a lot. It was a lot. I'm telling you, physical and health education, and Lord have mercy, it was just a lot. And these were new, subjects that I didn't do in primary school, biology, not biology, integrated science. Yes, it was integrated science. It wasn't biology at the time, it was SS1 that we started doing biology. So, you have to be positive if possible. Be positive, just keep a positive attitude. I was going to say be positive all the time, but avoid negative thoughts. Avoid negative, see, it drowns you, it sinks you into like a bottomless pit. So you need to monitor your thoughts. You need to know. Yes, so and sometimes these things even come through maybe things that we see on social media, and then you start comparing your life with this person. You don't know what you're struggling with, and then you start to beat yourself up over nothing, for no reason. You don't know if this person you're comparing yourself with is struggling mentally, struggling with things that you are super, super blessed in. So we need to stop comparing ourselves with other people, and we need to avoid negative thinking. I'm telling you, you need to cut those negative thoughts at the root. If there's anything at all that pulls you into that pit, where you start to think of yourself not in a good light, in the negative light, please cut it off from the roots. Cut it. Even if it's your friend, you may have a friend that constantly makes you feel bad about yourself. Cut them off. Hello, anybody, family members, anybody that tries to drown you, anybody that tries to make you feel less than who you are, please, for your sanity, just cut them off. Anything that doesn't serve you, please cut it off. Or anything that makes you think and start harboring negative thoughts, cut them off. Cut them off. I'm telling you, you're not Siamese twins, And one other thing you need to do is to meditate. Yes, you need to. I try to meditate in the mornings when I wake up. Once I wake up in the morning, I have my Bible study, my prayer book. What's it called? Daily devotional. I have it, and then when I read it and I do my prayers, I just chill. I don't just jump off from bed every day. Yeah, meditation is actually very good for you. And even every time I want to sleep or I want to take a nap, I always meditate before I sleep. Just take out time to gather your thoughts together and just relax. And please focus your mind. Focus, just try to relax yourself and focus on Christ, focus on God. Just allow him to take over, allow him to don't try to overdo things by yourself. There's just, you can do as much, just as much as you can, but there are certain things that you cannot do all by yourself. Don't forget, the Bible says that except the Lord builds a house, they labor in vain that build it. So put everything in God's hands and trust him, trust God for everything. And please, I also want to say this: be resilient. Be resilient. Yes, is it resilient or resilient? Some people say resilient. Guys, the road to success is paved with so many errors and unexpected feedback, setbacks. Sometimes the way you think things will go is not the way to go. The way you think that things will go is not the way it will go. So please, you have to be resilient. Just have that, that fighting spirit. Don't just settle for less. Don't just settle when you come across challenges. Don't just give in. Hey, oh yeah, take over. No, you have to, be willing to try again. Never ever give up on yourself. And it doesn't matter if you fall. It doesn't matter. The true test of a man is measured in how fast you rise after falling. When you fall, don't stay down. Get up immediately. Get up immediately, like it never happened. I tell you, because the only is not getting up. Some people fall and never get up again. They just give in. Yes. So that's something you need to always remind yourself. You need to even be called that. You need to make it a part of you, become an integral part of you. And now the next one here is something that I'm sure almost 99% of people struggle with it. Only compete against yourself. Don't compete against anybody. Don't look at anybody. Don't compare your life with anybody. If anybody thinks you're competing with them, congratulations to them. You don't need to. You don't owe anybody any explanation. I'm telling you, just compete against yourself. What do I mean? Compete against the person that you were yesterday. Just strive to be a better version of you every single day. If you're striving to be better, compare that better state to the states that you were for a week before, a month before, a year before. It's you against you, not you against anybody. I'm telling you, you know, because toxic competition with other people will only wear you out. You will wear yourself out, spread yourself thin, and you will end up not achieving anything. Don't forget, there's no, how do I put it now? No matter how glamorous your wedding is, it can never be the best wedding, the most expensive wedding, or the classiest. If you're looking to become the classiest, so it has to be better than that person's own, and you will wear yourself out. I tell you. See, like they say, the beautiful ones are not yet born. If you're comparing yourself with another person, oh, my this has to be better than this person's own. Hello, somebody's own is still better than your own. So don't kill yourself. Like, it's not worth it. So always compare yourself with yourself. Yes, it is toxic to compare yourself with other people, or to compete with other people. It just doesn't make any sense. And if anybody thinks that you're competing with them, congratulations to them. And if anybody is competing with you, congratulations to them as well. Just stay on your lane. It's you against you. And yes, before you know it, you will get there, definitely, as long as you are competing against yourself. And yes, another one you should do is to set small challenges. Yes, set small challenges. And see, it's okay for you to reward yourself. I do that all the time. In fact, if you see the milestone I'm setting for myself by myself and the reward that I want to give to myself, as in the reward is another level. I'm telling you, I'm going to spoil myself with gold when I hit that milestone that I've set for myself, the challenge that I've set for myself. Yes, once I get it done, it's pretty simple. Guess what? I'm going to spoil myself. I'm telling you. And the good thing is, when you overcome small challenges, it actually leaves a positive imprint that will help you to move forward, and of course, with more determination. When you set those small goals, those small challenges, and you are able to overcome them, it gives you that reassurance that, yes, I can do a lot more. If I can do this, I can do a lot more. Like yesterday, I did something and I pushed myself a little bit further, and I'm like, so why have I not been doing this thing all this while now? You can always do it. So when you overcome those little challenges, it gives you that, positive affirmation that, yes, you can do more. You can do a whole lot, a whole lot more than you're currently doing. So please, please, and please, you can set those small challenges for yourself. And yes, the next one brings me to my next point is for you to be persistent. Yes, be persistent. There are times this has happened to me before. In fact, in recent times, I was ill. Sometime last month, it was bad. It was bad, And honestly, at some point, I was people, my friends especially, they find you weird when I say that I feel lazy. They're like, you lazy, please get out. Just I beg, just shut. If you feel lazy, what should we do? So sometimes you want to beat yourself up for not doing certain things, because of the way you're thinking, your frame of mind at that point, especially when you're sick. You're not 100% you. So please do not give in laziness. Sometimes you're just down. You're like, I don't want to do anything today. I don't know why I feel like I like, when you're pregnant, especially in your first trimester, sometimes you just don't want to do anything. You don't want to lift a finger in a whole day. It's you. It's just your mental state at that particular point in time. Sometimes you will lose all hope. You think you're done with life. Like, sometimes it gets to that point. So please just remember that it's just a phase. You will be fine. Yes, it is just a phase. You will be fine. And please, like I said, keep moving towards your goal as consistently as possible. Yes, keep moving towards your goal as consistently as possible. Sometimes it's hard for us to keep with that momentum. Sometimes it's hard. And if you on achieving your objectives every single day, this attitude will become a part of your personality, which is being persistent. Yes, you have to keep your eyes on the prize. You have to, have your goal. Stay. Yes, you're your own competition. See, you are your own and you are your best competition, your own best competition, or your own best competitor. You are it's just you against you. You don't have a headache over it. You're not stressing. It's you against you. It's not you against somebody. You trying to keep up with the Joneses. No, it is you against you. Stress free. It is you. There's no, third party in the picture or a second person in the picture. So yes, that's something that we all need to, groom ourselves to know, understand, or to remember single time. So we have to make sure that you are moving towards your goal as consistently as you can every single day. There's this saying that I saw when I was little. I was about Oh, the same is still. I'm so sorry, guys. So I don't want to, go way past the time. So guys, I will see you next week. We can actually continue with the same topic. We can, talk about something else. But thank you for joining me. Hopefully I will see you next week with another exciting episode. Take care of yourselves, and of course, God bless you. Bye for now, guys.